Okay, so growing up, I was considered by a lot of people to be a very scary, kind of violent person. Now, let me tell you, it wasn't that I was violent to be violent. It wasn't like, oh, they're innocent, I'm gonna go hurt them. It was, that kid picks on me. They pick on me every day. They call me names. And it's like, and now they just shoved somebody else. I go full on ballistic. I'm going to kick that little bully's butt. And oh boy, did I ever. I did not hold back as a kid. I've shoved pencils into people's noses. I shoved a straw into somebody's eyeball, which if you hold it just right, it's just as tough as a pencil. A straw can be used as a weapon. And oh boy, did I. I had to. We're talking about innocent people's lives here. It wasn't just, oh, you blah, 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 word. It was, the kicking, I have a medical problem where it's a disease, okay? It's type 1 diabetes. If I do not eat after I've taken insulin, I can have a seizure and I can die. Having a seizure causes permanent brain damage. So even when I come out of my seizure, my brain is permanently damaged from that. Now, over time, it starts to heal, but you're talking about years. We're not talking, a couple of minutes and now you're okay. We're talking about 10 years down the road, your brain is finally getting to the point where it's like, okay, yeah, let's heal this. Now, reset that every single time you have a seizure with added damage. Every single time. So, when a child steals my lunch every single time, kicks me as hard as they can in the stomach, lets me drop to the floor, and punches me in the face, knees me in the face, and just keeps kicking the crap out of me until I am bleeding, crying, and now having a seizure on the floor in the middle of it. And then you go to the teacher, and you know what the teacher says? By the way, I was underweight. Anorexic. Skin and bones. And the teacher goes, oh, sit down and shut up. You're fat enough already. Excuse me? You're supposed to protect me. Like, even if I didn't have medical problems, aren't you supposed to be there for me? No, the teacher did not give a shit. So you know what I had to do? I had to take it in my own hands. Okay? Because guess what? I actually did die. I actually did die from all that. My mom had to bring me back from death. I was legally dead. I was pronounced dead. I was dead. There was no heartbeat, no breathing, no neurological activity. I was fucking dead. And if it wasn't for my mom, they wouldn't have even tried for like a third time. I had been dead for 5 fucking hours. Because some fucking bitch kept stealing my lunch, and the teacher's attitude was, sit down and shut up, you're fat enough already. I died because of that. I'm back. All thanks to my mom, not to anybody else. It was my mom that brought me back. So yeah, I had to protect myself. So I took that straw and I shoved it in that bitch's eyeball. That bitch is at least half blind now. And you know what? I don't regret it one bit. That bitch deserved it. I don't care if we were only 8. Now, people have always been scared of me because of shit like that. Because to them, it was uncalled for violence. It was just pure, unadulterated violence. No, it wasn't. It was somebody throwing rocks at a fucking lion in a cage. The lion could get out of that cage very easily. Very easily. And you push it past the breaking point, guess what? That lion's gonna come out of the cage. It's gonna come hunt you down. It's gonna kill you. You know how many times that's actually happened in real life? Where somebody picks on an animal at the zoo, A panther, a lion, a bear, I don't care what in the fuck it is. Somebody picks on that animal, throws rocks at it, laughs at it, you know, hurts the animal, blah, blah, blah. Goes away, goes about their day. They actually had this happen, I think the latest one that I remember was in San Francisco, the San Francisco Zoo. And I think it was a lion. I'm not totally sure. I think it was a lion. But, it easily got out of the cage. They can, you know, they're not trapped in there. They just stay in there because everything they need is there. But this asshat picked on that lion so fucking hard. It waited for the perfect moment. It got out. And it took a while for people to even notice that this thing was out, by the way. It chose its time. It knew exactly what it was going to do. It knew exactly how to do it, and it did it. It left everyone in its path alone, hunted that guy down, like, way far away. He wasn't even in the zoo anymore. He had left and was walking along the streets. This lion left the zoo, left everyone alone, left people on the streets alone, hunted this guy down, and fucking ripped his arm off. And you know what? I say good on you. And people are scared of me because of that. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you do that? How are you going to blame the animal? They killed that animal, by the way. They killed that animal for defending itself, for getting retribution. They killed it. I think that's bullshit. Personally, I think that's bullshit. So people have always been scared of me. To the regular point. We're like 7 minutes into this now, and I haven't even gotten to my point. Point being, is people have always been scared of me. People have always been terrified of me. And they think I'm violent. They don't understand that my violence is if you do something. Like, I don't just, you know, oh, somebody hit me, so now I'm going to kill you. Like, no. If you hit me, I'm going to get angry. Rightfully so. But I'm not going to kill someone for, oh, you hit me. I mean, come on. You know, I have a code. I have a code of honor. You break that code, there are certain levels of things of which to do. You know, not everything is an extreme of just lay down and take it until you get killed, and not everything is a be so violent that every time somebody looks at you weird, you kill them. I mean, come on, people. You know? Adapt everything to the situation. Okay? So, this gets to the point where I was at a camp for diabetics, and I think I was a counselor in training at that point. I don't think I was I keep wanting to say student. I don't think I was just a camper anymore. I think I was a CIT. Yeah, I think I was a CIT. And so we were at the arts and crafts table, and it's, you know, you put the little tiny beads on the little stick thingies, and you make a cute little pattern. So I was making a heart. It was a great big heart, and I was doing a very particular pattern. Because, I mean, come on, it's pretty easy. All the kids are distracted. As long as I, you know, keep my eyes open, I can keep putting beads on the little thingy. I don't even have to look at it. Just put the little beads on the thingy and keep an eye out on the kids, you know, make my little pattern. Some boy came up, and I don't remember exactly what he did or how he did it, but he knocked it all over the place. I had just barely finished. I was getting ready to put the wax paper on and seal it. And, you know, make my cute little heart mat thing that I intricately, I was in charge of the station, so I had been there all day. It was hours I was working on this, in between watching kids and stuff. So I wasn't fully focused on it, but it was something I had been doing all day. It's not like, oh, 2 minutes later and we're done. And, oh, you know, I can just put it back together right here, right now. This kid knocked it over. It went everywhere. This poor child was so scared. You know, my automatic reaction was like, it's okay. It happens. It's all right. You know, I'll just pick it up. If you want to help, you can. I'll just pick it up and, you know, I'll work on doing it again. That's part of the fun. You know? This poor kid and everybody. It wasn't just this kid. Shh, baby.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that kid. It was the counselors that were nearby. It was other kids, other campers that were nearby. everyone was scared of what I would do to this poor child that just completely decimated my art piece. And it was like, why? You know, it was a mistake. And see, that's also the other difference, is I can tell when people are being rude, violent, ignorant, and deserve to be punished because they're doing it on purpose. You know, there's a difference between purposeful, asinine, bullshit bitch moves and a completely separate difference, mentally, physically, yada fucking yada, code of, you know, oh my god, I totally did not mean to do that. You know? Like, what? What? Like, are people so messed up that everything is either lay down and take it till you die, or violence until you kill, you know, violence and kill everyone? Why is that a thing? Why don't people adapt to the situation? Adapt to what's going on? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to adapt. Animals in the wild are better at adapting than most humans. How sad is that? We're supposed to be the most intelligent and advanced species on the planet. But it seems to me that that's not what's been happening. You know, I don't see us as the smartest, most advanced. There are some people out there who are the most intelligent things on this planet. There are some people out there that are like that. Not many. You're talking about billions of people, and you're talking about, I think you can count the smartest people on the earth on your hand. If even that. Like, that's how little. Billions of humans on this planet, and there's maybe a handful of people that have enough intelligence. That's kind of scary. That's kind of sad. So, I mean, and I'm not like insanely smart. I consider myself as base. I am basic survival skills, basic intelligence. But somehow, I seem to be smarter than the vast majority of humanity in and of itself. Bullshit. That shouldn't be a thing. That should not be a thing. That's bullshit. Okay? With the availability of education and intelligence out there, why are the regular people not smarter than they are? What's going on?